People with spiritual gifts often encounter experiences that seem inexplicable and profound. These occurrences can range from the subtle to the overwhelmingly intense. To comprehend these experiences, we need to recognize how they fit into a broader understanding of spirituality and human existence. The first lesson in our journey revolves around the concept of heightened sensitivity. Firstly, we must understand that heightened sensitivity is a hallmark of spiritual gifts. This isn't merely a physical sensitivity, but an emotional and spiritual one. Individuals with spiritual gifts often find themselves deeply affected by the energies around them. They may sense the emotions of others, sometimes even before those emotions are consciously recognized by the person experiencing them. This can lead to a profound sense of empathy, where one feels the pain, joy, and sorrow of others as if it were their own. This heightened empathy is both a gift and a challenge. On one hand, it allows us to connect with others on a deep level, fostering compassion and understanding. On the other hand, it can be overwhelming, as absorbing the emotional energy of those around us can lead to emotional exhaustion. The key to managing this gift lies in learning to differentiate between our own emotions and those we pick up from others. This requires a deep self-awareness and the ability to set emotional boundaries. In addition to emotional sensitivity, people with spiritual gifts often experience physical sensations that seem unexplainable. These can include tingling, warmth, or even a sense of pressure in certain parts of the body. These sensations are often linked to the body's energy centers, or chakras, and can indicate an activation or imbalance in these areas. Understanding these sensations can help us tune into our bodies and recognize when we need to take action to restore balance. Another common experience is the ability to perceive energies and entities that are not visible to others. This can include seeing auras, sensing spirits, or feeling the presence of unseen beings. While these experiences can be unsettling, they are often a sign that we are attuned to higher frequencies of energy. Learning to navigate these encounters requires a grounded approach where we remain centered and focused rather than allowing fear or uncertainty to take hold. A crucial aspect of managing these experiences is the practice of grounding. Grounding involves connecting with the Earth's energy to stabilize and balance our own energy. This can be achieved through various practices, such as walking barefoot on the earth, meditating, or engaging in activities that bring us into the present moment. Grounding helps us stay centered and prevents us from becoming overwhelmed by the energies we encounter. In our exploration of heightened sensitivity, we must also consider the role of intuition. Intuition is often described as a gut feeling or a knowing that comes without logical reasoning. For those with spiritual gifts, intuition can be a powerful guide, providing insights and guidance that go beyond the rational mind. Trusting our intuition requires us to cultivate a sense of inner trust and to listen to the subtle signals our body and mind provide. As we delve deeper into the understanding of heightened sensitivity, we begin to see how it connects us to a broader sense of interconnectedness. This awareness allows us to recognize that we are not isolated beings, but part of a vast web of energy and consciousness. By embracing our sensitivity, we open ourselves to a deeper understanding of our place in the universe and our connection to all living beings. Before we proceed to the next part, take a moment to reflect on your own experiences. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the emotions of others? Do you notice physical sensations in your body that seem unexplainable? How do you navigate your intuitive insights? These reflections will help you connect more deeply with the next lesson, the dance of synchronicity and meaningful coincidences. As we continue our exploration into the experiences of those with spiritual gifts, we encounter the fascinating phenomenon of synchronicity. Synchronicity refers to meaningful coincidences that seem to defy logical explanation. These events often feel charged with significance, as though the universe is communicating with us in a language beyond words. People with spiritual gifts often report experiencing a high frequency of these synchronistic events. They might think of someone and then receive a call from that person moments later, or they might encounter a series of numbers or symbols repeatedly, each occurrence feeling more significant than the last. These experiences can leave us in awe, questioning the nature of reality and our place within it. At the heart of synchronicity is the idea that the universe is interconnected in ways that our rational minds struggle to comprehend. For those with spiritual gifts, this interconnectedness becomes more apparent as they are more attuned to the subtle energies and patterns that weave through existence. This attunement allows them to pick up on the hidden threads that connect disparate events, revealing a deeper layer of meaning. However, interpreting synchronicities is both an art and a science. It requires a balance of intuition and discernment. Not every coincidence carries profound significance. Sometimes, events are just random. The challenge lies in discerning which experiences are true synchronicities and which are merely chance. This discernment comes from a place of inner knowing, where we trust our intuition to guide us to the deeper truths behind these events. Living in alignment with synchronicity involves cultivating a mindset of openness and receptivity. When we are open to the flow of the universe, we create space for these meaningful coincidences to occur. This openness often requires us to let go of rigid expectations and embrace the unknown. It is in this state of receptivity that we become conduits for the universe's messages, allowing us to navigate our lives with greater ease and grace. Another aspect of synchronicity is the concept of divine timing. Divine timing suggests that events unfold according to a higher plan, often beyond our immediate understanding. For those with spiritual gifts, this can mean recognizing that delays or unexpected detours in life are not merely obstacles but opportunities for growth and transformation. Embracing divine timing requires patience and trust, knowing that everything happens for a reason and at the right moment. The experience of synchronicity often brings with it a sense of awe and wonder. It reminds us that life is filled with mystery and magic, far beyond what we can perceive with our five senses. This sense of wonder can inspire us to live more fully in the present moment, appreciating the beauty and interconnectedness of all things. It encourages us to look beyond the surface of our daily lives and recognize the deeper patterns at play. In practical terms, engaging with synchronicity can involve keeping a journal of meaningful coincidences. Writing down these experiences helps to anchor them in our awareness and can reveal patterns over time. Reflecting on these patterns can provide insights into our personal journey and the lessons we are meant to learn. We can also enhance our sensitivity to synchronicity by engaging in practices that expand our awareness, such as meditation, mindfulness, and spending time in nature. These practices help to quiet the mind, allowing us to tune into the subtle signals of the universe more effectively. As we become more attuned to these signals, we begin to see synchronicity as a natural part of our spiritual experience. Before we move on to the next lesson, take a moment to reflect on the synchronistic events in your own life. Have you ever experienced a coincidence that felt too meaningful to be random? How do you interpret these events, and what insights have they provided? These reflections will deepen your understanding as we continue our journey. The veil between worlds, encounters with the unseen. In our ongoing exploration of the unique experiences of those with spiritual gifts, we now turn to the encounters with the unseen. Such encounters can be both awe-inspiring and bewildering. People with spiritual gifts often report sensing or interacting with entities, energies, or presences that are not visible to the naked eye. These experiences can range from feeling a presence in a room to seeing apparitions or even communicating with spirits. One of the most profound aspects of possessing spiritual gifts is the ability to perceive energies beyond the physical realm. This can manifest as a heightened awareness of auras, the subtle energy fields that surround all living beings. Those with this gift may see colors or light around people, indicating their emotional or spiritual state. This ability to read auras can provide deep insights into the well-being and intentions of others, fostering a greater understanding and connection. Another common experience is the sensation of being guided or protected by unseen forces. Many people with spiritual gifts report feeling the presence of spirit guides, ancestors, or angels who offer support and wisdom. These guides can communicate through thoughts, feelings, or even direct messages. Trusting this guidance requires a deep level of faith and openness, as well as the discernment to differentiate between genuine messages and the noise of the mind. Encounters with spirits and other entities can also occur in dreams or meditative states. These experiences often carry profound messages or insights, offering guidance or warnings that are relevant to our waking lives. Dreams can be a powerful conduit for spiritual communication, as our subconscious mind is more receptive to the subtle frequencies of the spiritual realm. Keeping a dream journal and reflecting on these nocturnal encounters can provide valuable insights and help us integrate these experiences into our daily lives. While these encounters can be enlightening, they can also be unsettling, especially for those who are not accustomed to them. Fear is a natural response to the unknown, but it is important to approach these experiences with a sense of curiosity and openness. Developing a practice of grounding and protection can help manage these encounters, ensuring that we remain centered and safe while exploring the unseen realms. One practical approach to grounding involves visualizing roots extending from our feet into the earth, anchoring us firmly to the ground. This simple visualization can help us stay connected to the physical world, even as we explore the spiritual dimensions. Additionally, creating a sacred space in our homes, with objects that hold personal significance, can provide a sanctuary where we feel safe to engage with these experiences. Protection practices are equally important. This can involve visualizing a protective bubble of light around us, calling on our spirit guides or angels for assistance, or using protective crystals such as black tourmaline or amethyst. These practices help to create a safe and supportive environment, allowing us to explore the unseen with confidence. Another aspect of encountering the unseen is the ability to receive messages through signs and symbols. These can come in many forms, such as feathers, coins, or specific animals appearing in our path. Interpreting these signs requires a deep connection to our intuition and an understanding of the symbolic language of the universe. Keeping a journal of these signs and reflecting on their meanings can help us decode the messages they carry. As we delve deeper into the experiences of those with spiritual gifts, it becomes clear that these encounters with the unseen are not random but part of a larger tapestry of existence. They remind us that the physical world is only one layer of reality, and that there are countless dimensions and energies that we are only beginning to understand. Embracing these experiences with an open heart and mind allows us to expand our consciousness and deepen our connection to the universe. Before we move to the final part of our exploration, take a moment to reflect on your own encounters with the unseen. Have you ever felt a presence that you couldn't explain? Do you receive guidance or messages in your dreams? How do you interpret the signs and symbols that appear in your life? These reflections will prepare you for the culmination of our journey, embracing the path. Integrating spiritual gifts into everyday life. As we conclude our journey into the strange and profound experiences of those with spiritual gifts, we turn to the practical and philosophical task of integrating these gifts into everyday life. This integration is essential for living a balanced and fulfilling life, where our spiritual awareness enhances rather than hinders our daily existence. One of the most significant challenges for those with spiritual gifts is finding a balance between their spiritual experiences and the demands of the physical world. It is easy to become overwhelmed by the intensity of these experiences, leading to feelings of isolation or disconnection from others. The key to integration lies in embracing our gifts as a natural part of who we are, rather than something separate or extraordinary. This begins with self-acceptance. Recognizing that our spiritual gifts are an intrinsic part of our identity allows us to embrace them without fear or shame. It is important to honor our experiences and trust in their validity, even if they defy conventional understanding. This self-acceptance fosters inner peace and confidence, enabling us to navigate the world with a sense of purpose and clarity. Another crucial aspect of integration is communication. Sharing our experiences with others can be incredibly healing and validating. It helps to build a supportive community where we feel understood and accepted. While not everyone will share or understand our experiences, finding like-minded individuals who do can provide a sense of belonging and support. This community can be found through spiritual groups, online forums, or even close friends and family who are open to our journey. Maintaining a balance between our spiritual and physical lives also involves setting boundaries. It is essential to create time and space for our spiritual practices while also engaging fully in our everyday responsibilities. This can be achieved through a regular routine that includes time for meditation, reflection, and self-care. By setting aside dedicated time for our spiritual growth, we ensure that our gifts are nurtured without overwhelming our daily lives. Practicing mindfulness is another powerful tool for integration. Mindfulness brings our awareness to the present moment, allowing us to fully experience life as it unfolds. It helps us to stay grounded and connected, even amidst the intensity of our spiritual experiences. Simple practices, such as mindful breathing, can anchor us in the here and now, providing a stable foundation from which to explore our gifts. It is also important to recognize the practical applications of our spiritual gifts. These gifts can enhance our personal and professional lives in meaningful ways. For instance, heightened empathy can improve our relationships, making us more compassionate and understanding partners, friends, and colleagues. Intuitive insights can guide us in making better decisions, both personally and professionally. By viewing our spiritual gifts as assets, we can leverage them to create a more fulfilling and impactful life. Embracing our spiritual gifts also involves a commitment to ongoing learning and growth. The journey of spiritual exploration is never complete. It is a continuous process of discovery and evolution. Staying curious and open to new experiences and insights helps us to deepen our understanding and expand our consciousness. Engaging with spiritual teachings, books, and practices can provide valuable guidance and inspiration along the way. Finally, we must remember that our spiritual gifts are not just for our own benefit, but for the greater good. They offer us the opportunity to contribute positively to the world, whether through healing, teaching, or simply being a beacon of light in our communities. By sharing our gifts in service to others, we fulfill our highest potential and create a ripple effect of positive change. As we reflect on this journey, consider how you can integrate your spiritual gifts into your everyday life. How can you embrace your experiences with self-acceptance and confidence? What practices can you incorporate to maintain balance and grounding? How can you use your gifts to contribute to the well-being of others? These reflections will help you to fully embrace the path of integrating your spiritual gifts, leading to a life of greater purpose and fulfillment.